So I'm having my Jaguar I Pace now since a year. Drove 6,000 kilometers. Usually I drive 6,000 to 8,000 kilometers per year, which doesn't really qualify me for a reliability report. But actually I didn't see anybody else do it, so it's up to me. And when you take a look on the internet, a lot of people say Jaguar is not reliable, and after a year the wheels fall off, and when it starts to rain, it's more wet inside than outside. Some kind of that. No, that's not the case. This is my daily driver. I use it usually every day. Just drove a little less this year because of Corona. Usually I'm only doing 6,000 to 8,000 kilometers per year. Somebody asked me about the tires. Aren't the tires too small? Because it's just 235 millimeters wide tires, and no, they're not too small. That's as simple as it is. Just for driving on a racetrack, I would prefer the wider tires, of course, but I'm not driving on a racetrack, and for usually daily driving, the traction is really good of these tires. Brakes, brake discs, barely used. Usually my daily driving procedure, I use the regen brake for 95%, and 5% I really use the brake discs. So I expect these brakes to keep in good condition the next 10 years. And somebody asked me about the seats, because they are just standard seats and not heated seats. And somebody asked, do you freeze your ass off in winter? Was the question. The answer is no. Just as simple as it is. We don't have any Canadian winters here, so it's maximum -2 degrees. So no, I don't freeze my ass off in winter. One thing, just a small thing about the quality. There is a little gap which they didn't assemble perfect. From my point of view, it looks very big. Looks better from this point of view. So it's actually not bad. That's the only thing I have to say about the gaps. So let's take a look at the energy consumption. In the last 1,150 kilometers had a energy consumption of 17.4 kilowatts per hour with an average speed of 35 kilometers per hour. I did some in this time I did some driving on the motorway, but not very much. Mostly I'm driving on country roads and in the city, and when you're standing on traffic you don't have a lot of average kilometers. 60.5 kilowatt hours of regen braking in that time. Not so bad with a 90 kilowatt hour battery pack. Usually I'm doing, or I could do, around about 420 kilometers. With air condition would be about 400, 380. That would be minimum. The assist systems of the car. Let's take a look, like collision assist and everything else. Working, but they're really calm and not as nervous as, for example, in Nissan Leaf. So the Jaguar is a really driver's car who really lets you drive, and it's not about disturbing the driver. Updates. The board computer got 2 updates, and there was one battery update. The board computer updates didn't change anything. The battery update was yeah, they did change something maybe, but not for me. Everything is working like usual. And yeah, the battery update just gave the car better charging, fast charging, and 20 kilometers more of range. Not so bad. My radio ghost is still active. Sometimes during the starting procedure, when the computer will warm up, then it wants just to play the radio, but it only happens round about 2 or 3 times a month. Unfortunately, they didn't do anything about that, or couldn't do, or whatever. Maybe in the future, otherwise I have to live with my radio ghost. So far so good. If you have any questions, don't be shy to ask. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and have a nice day.